Alright, boys and girls, and welcome to Gordon Guitar. We have a beautiful song here from Noah Cyrus and Billy Ray called Noah Stand Still. So we have this thing going on through the entire song, this picking pattern. You can alternate that with the strumming, but we'll start with the setting here, and this one is a little bit unusual because we have first a drop D tuning and then a capo set here on the first fret. So I'm going to show you just quickly how to do that. So we're going to go back to a standard setting here with a standard tuning. So I'm going to tune up and back. Yeah, so there you have a standard tuning. So how to get this drop D first? Yeah, you want to match your E string here to go down to the D. So it should match with the fourth string here. That's the D string. So the D string now and the E string match. It's just a little bit darker than usual, this E string. So it's about a half turn towards you normally. So if that is a little bit too fast for you right now, you can go watch on YouTube how to do this drop D tuning. So now, once you made your tuning there to drop D, yeah, somewhere here, you just put your capo here on the first fret. And it's a little bit odd, this combo here, but this will be the absolute easiest way to handle this song because you have a lot of picking here. So with this with this setting, you will be able to start the song. So we will look at the 4 grips first, and they are kind of based on E, then F sharp, then G sharp minor 7, and then the D. So the E first, the grip you need for this one is just to hold on the 2nd fret A string. All right, so that's the first grip, and I suggest that you do that with your index finger, because that will be the easiest way to make these transitions later. Okay, so just 2nd fret on the A string, that's the first grip. We'll call that the E. All right, the next grip will be the F sharp, and what you do there, you just add the 2nd fret on the E string now. So this will be your new grip, and you will still keep your 2nd fret on A. So 2nd A and 2nd E string, that's the new grip. And like I told you before here, I suggest that you hold the index finger on the A string and the middle finger on the E string. So that's the F sharp grip. Then the next grip will be the G sharp minor 7. So what you do there, you just keep your 2nd fret A string with your index finger, and you go out here to the 4th fret on the E string. And I prefer to do that with my ring finger. And that's the new grip here. So 4th on E with my ring finger and 2nd fret on A with my index finger. And then we have the final grip here, and that will be what we call the D. You will go out here to this grip. All right, so that will be 5th on the E string, still with my ring finger. And then I go to the 3rd fret on A string with my index finger. So it's kind of from this position, you slide up 1 fret with the same grip, and then you just add the 5th fret on the G string. So that's the new grip here, and that will be the D. So now you have what you need when it comes to the chords, you can say, or the grips. All right, so we have this picking pattern that goes around and around, and you can choose to do that through the entire song, or you can stop about 1 minute and 42 seconds with that and continue with the strumming with the same grips. We'll come to that, but first let's look at the picking pattern. All right, so starting with this E pattern, 1 round will sound like this. All right, so you play the open E string, and then the open B string, then the 2nd fret A string, and the open B string. So you will pretty much alternate the B string with all these bass notes that comes from the different grips now. All right, so again, open E string, open B, second A, open B. That is one round. So one round is like this. You will play that for 4 rounds, and it goes pretty fast. A little bit slower, it sounds like this. All right, standard tempo. Something like that. All right, so that's the E grip. Now let's go to the F sharp grip. And you will play the same pattern, just now with a new bass here on the 2nd fret E string. So the pattern sounds like this. That was 2 rounds. So 1 round is 2nd E, open B, 2nd A, open B. So that is 1 round. You're gonna play this one for 4 rounds. Like this, a little bit slower. Okay, that's the F sharp. Moving now on to the G sharp minor 7 grip. You go out to this position here, and 1 round will sound like this. All right, same pattern here, just different bass notes. Now we have the 4th fret on E string. Then open B, then 2nd A, and open B. That is 1 round. You play that again for 4 rounds, a little bit slower than standard tempo, will sound like this. And then we have the final grip here, the D, all right? So this sounds like that. So 1 round is, that is 5th on the E string, then 5th on G, then 3rd on A, and 5th on G. So for this last G chord here, D chord, the alternating tone here, this note in the higher note here is on the 5th fret G string now. So it's the open B for all the 3 chords, first 3 chords, and this last you have it on the 5th fret G string. So the pattern will be the same, 4 rounds, a little bit slower, sounds like this. Right, so that is the melody. I'm gonna play through for you now, so you really hear what's going on here. I'm gonna take it down a little bit, so in tempo, so you really hear what we're playing. One string there, but I think you understand what we're doing here. That is the melody, and like I mentioned, you can go with this melody through the entire song, or after about 1 minute and 42 seconds into the song, and the lyrics my grandfather told my father, you can start the strumming. Okay, so the strumming, you will of course hold the same grips. Now when you do the strumming, avoid the last 2 strings, the B and E string down here, so you can strum on the bass strings up here, bass or mid. That's where you're gonna stick with your strumming here with your right hand, if you're right hand like me. So same grips, E, then F sharp, then the G sharp, and then the D. And the strumming pattern will be down, up, down, up. That is 1 round. And you're gonna play 4 rounds per chord. So the E, F sharp, G, right? And the rhythm here is that you can try to emphasize the last down, which is the down, up, down, up. So the last down, you can try to emphasize that. And you do that in the way that you, perhaps if you can, go a little bit lower down on the strumming when you play that down. In that way, you're gonna emphasize that, and that will give you this rhythm that is kind of, yeah. So it's down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, down. So all the downs and ups, you will just kind of chew a little bit here on the bass, E or A. But when you do this second down, you try to go all the way down to the G string here. In that way, you will have this feeling kind of. And so on. So you can go with the strumming for about 1 minute and 42 seconds into the song till the end, or continue with the melody and the picking. It's up to you. Noah, Cyrus, Billy Ray, Noah Stand Still. Beautiful song, give it a try. And yeah, till next time guys, play tuned. Not like this.